Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way, if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.
Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it, y'all. Part 2 gang, y'all, let's get it. Like, share, subscribe, y'all, let's get it. Let's go. I promise you, man, like, I went back down there, man. I gave bro half of the jump back, man. So they had that jump, man. So, like, you know, they had to accept their defeat. If this was somebody on our team that got beat up, then this is what it is, man. I can't help it that Norfolk breed a bunch of fighters. Like, that's not my problem, man. But he was a psycho fighter, man. I'm telling you, man. Like, he was one of those wild fighters, man. Like, he hitting the crane. He trying to break something every time he punch, man. But after that situation, man, like, everything kind of fell into place, man. Like, you know, besides me having to help him, you know what I mean, mess around with the Lala a certain way, man, I had to kind of show him, man, like, you know, because he was just having so much fun messing with the Lala. Like, I was like, yo, bro, listen, you want to be able to sell a little bit of that Lala, bro. You know what I mean? I had to, like, he was like, yeah, you right, Weezy, man. Like, you know, I'm gonna try to do it, man. A couple dudes, I'm gonna do some store day jumps and all that. And I'm like, yeah, bro, you need to. You know what I mean? Make sure you got something in your box. Like, you know, this is his first time kind of actually on our compound, actually having a decent amount. Even though he took it from somebody, man, because he's a natural born goon, man. But everything started going smooth after that, man. You know, everything fell into place as far as how he was just trying to learn how to hustle and do different things. So, you know, like, he kind of fell right into the pod. Like, you know, he was somebody that was a goon, but he still knew the situations of, like, you know what, bro, you can't mess up this camp. Now, the dude, his old roommate that he fought, like, you know, he's in the pod still, but, like, you know, he don't pose no threat, even though, like, you got to be on point and watch everybody. Like, don't think that dude went on point, I went on point. Like, you got to watch everybody, even after situations like that. So now dude chilling, Juice do getting money. Like, you know, his swag got a little bit up higher now because he know he a fighter, you know, he'll knock you out, and he feel like he can bag anything in there. So, like, now he's down on a lot of women, and he do it in a way like, yo, he don't care who get mad. Like, that's the thing he had with me. He didn't care who was watching and who felt like he was in the way. He didn't care about none of that. Like, he was relentless when it started coming to these women, man. So it was this one lady he used to always talk to, man. We gonna call her Miss K. Now, Miss K, she was cool lady. She was like in her early 30s. She was new to the compound, you know what I mean? She was used to rock with everybody. It was rumors on the compound that, you know, she had a boyfriend on the other side of the yard. Not really a boyfriend, but a dude that she was talking to on the other side of the yard when she used to work our yard. Bro used to be down on the top. Dude used to be on her, you know what I mean? So dude would be at the wall spitting at her, kicking it with her. Everything was good. So we in the cut kind of like seeing what he doing. Like, you know, he talked to the lady, but this one lady that I'm seeing him talking to, Miss K, like, he's getting the most rhythm out of her. Like, she's smiling, she's laughing, you know, she's kicking it with him at the end. She's always stopping by his door when she do her round. So seeing this is who he's getting the most play from. You know what I mean? This lady right here is giving him the most play, man. So, like, he started talking to the lady, man. Like, y'all know how it go, man. Like, once you get locked in, like, you're gonna get a lot of rhythm from the officer, you know what I mean? So he started talking to her. So he went from talking to her to, like, getting a job now, you know what I mean? Because at first he didn't have a job when he was in that part, so they ended up getting him a job. So he get a job, so he working when she working, basically. Like, he'll sweep up on the floor, he'll do the little done. He wasn't really doing nothing except, like, Jeff, and he can spend some time with her. But you started seeing that it was getting serious, you know what I mean? So the reason why I knew it was getting serious, man, because he came back and told me, man, he was like, hey, look, man, I ain't gonna lie, man. He was like, man, I just scalded Miss K. I was like, you scald? He was like, man, I scalded her, bro. I was like, man, you lying, bro. He was like, man, my word. I said, where you hit that joint at, bro? He was like, in the barber shop. He was like, the barber held me down. He was like, man, I went in that joint, man. Man, Weezy, man, I went in that joint, man. I tried to knock her head off, Weezy. I said, you knocked her toboggan off? He was like, bro, I tried to knock her toboggan loose, bro. I said, man, that's crazy. I said, she go like that. He was like, I mean, for me, you know what I mean? You know, she cool with me. You know, like, she been like me, stuff like, you know, I already heard that she was doing something over in 60 building, so, you know, yeah, she might as well come spread some of that love with me. Like, bro was feeling good about the information he was giving me, and I'm just listening like, yo, like, I was happy for him. You know what I mean? Like, man, bro got some poo-poo. That's crazy. And you can kind of see it on. Y'all know how that dudes be after they have sex. Like, they be, like, they be kind of like super relaxed mode. He was like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Yeah, he was talking. I'm like, man, that's crazy, bro. So he telling me everything. I'm happy for bro. You know what I mean? He like, yeah, man, like, for real though, man. Like, she rock with me, man. She really, really rock with me, man. I was like, that's what's up, man. You know what I mean? Like, you know, bro a goon. Like, I ain't trying to get in his business or pressure him about nothing. Like, if he need help about a situation, like, he can come to me. You know, bro was a little older than me too. So like, I wasn't trying to be in his ear about this. Like, you know, when I seen him with the spoons that he had that was small, yes, I kind of corrected him on that. But like, everything else was his decision that he got to do. You know what I mean? So I just left it at that. You know what I mean? So bro doing him. He doing him. Now he done hit Miss K for the first time. Now I think he just started hitting her again. He just kept on hitting her. He just kept on hitting her. And that's how bootleg Lawrenceville be, man. Like you want to get in, you can get in. You know what I mean? You just got to be one of those relentless psychos that can deal with everybody watching you, man. Now, he was the type of dude, like, you probably look at him, he probably grit on you, like, he probably give you a look like, man, you better stop watching me, man. Dudes probably be playing cards, be like, dudes probably start looking at their hand when they look at him. I'm telling you, man, bro was an animal for the town, man. That's word. So, like, for real, man, like, things just started going a little great for him in there, man. Like, you know, like, she wasn't bringing him gifts and all that lame stuff, man. Like, I think the gift that he was getting from her was he was able to, like, get some poo-poo from her, like, at times, you know what I mean? And, like, you will know when he get it, because every time he get it, he'll be in one of those cool, relaxed moods. Like, the maniac would be kind of, like, simmering in him. Like, it wouldn't be, like, all the way on high alert type of, you know what I mean, action. It'll be on some, like, it's chilling. So, like, every time he gets some poo-poo, you can tell. Like, you can see it in his body language. You can hear it in his voice. All of that, man. So, like, he's chilling, man. Like, you can't tell him Lawrenceville isn't the best prison. So, he used to always come back and tell me and my homeboys who used to be the dudes that be always watching him and who be the dudes that always be hating on him. So, he started saying, he was like, you know what I mean? The first person that he say that he think be hating on him was his old roommate. Now, his old roommate, even though he kicked his old roommate butt probably about a month or so ago, like, he stay out the way, but his roommate kind of be on the women too, slightly. But he ain't down on Miss K, you know what I mean? But you can't tell nobody that be down on women not to be down on everybody. So, like, he said his old roommate, he think his old roommate be hating on him. Then he said it was these two other dudes that he said be watching him all the time. You know what I mean? So I'm like, man, that's crazy. So I'm like, man, why he was saying that? You know what I mean? Like, he was just talking about, I'm like, yo, bro, like, for real though, bro, like, I hear you, you know what I mean? I was like, but if it's gonna be worth it, I know you getting some skin, bro. I was like, but if it's really worth it, bro, you might as well try to get a little bit of money in here. You know what I mean? You might as well try to get a little bit of money in here. He was like, man, yeah, I mean, I would think about it. I'm saying in my head, like, you was thinking about it. He was like, yeah, I was thinking about it. You know, she do anything for me, man. So, I'm just trying to show her that I'm a man. I'm so like, yeah, right. Like, man, bro, you talking about you been thinking about it, bro. Like, that was the wrong answer with me. I didn't even know what he was thinking about, y'all. So, boom, there wasn't nothing to think about. What do you mean, bro? You get money and that's it, bro. On some DMX voice, man. You get money and that's it. There's nothing else. That's what I wanted to tell him, man. But, he got to handle things the way he handled things, like I was telling y'all, man. So, every time he used to come in the room and try to talk us to death, my man to say something about it too. Like, yo, da-da-da-da-da. Now, we not saying it like we want to get in the car. Because I told y'all, like, with this guy right here, he's a different type of maniac, man. Like, me personally, did I want to do business with him? I wasn't really in a rush. I'd rather do business with him by getting his own stuff, and then I'll help him with his stuff. Because I didn't want to put nothing in his hands and it go wrong. And I'd be like, yo, bro, like, and he think I can't say what I want to say to him because he's a knockout artist. Like, no, bro. Like, so I really was impressed to do business with him. I know y'all probably was like, hey, yeah, Weezy ain't trying to make him try to get the pat. Yeah, Weezy make everybody else get the pat. Yeah, but not Baby Mike Tyson, though. Not Baby Mike Tyson. My homeboy was Baby Mike Tyson. Like, for real, like, I ain't want no beef with him. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Like, even though me and him never clashed or nothing like that, he probably would have beat me. But I definitely would have run with him if it would have got crazy. But, like, we don't really do that in the town. We don't really get into it too much. So, like, for real, like, I didn't want to do business with him, man. Long story short. I ain't want to do business with bro, man. Bro was just giving me, like, I don't know, it's just something about it that I feel like it ain't gonna work out. So I just never really, like trying to, like, pursue that. So a couple days go by, man. And for real, like, I didn't even know. He called me to his cell. So when he called me to his cell one day, this was probably, like, a little bit after she had left and everything. Shift change had happened. So I go to bro's cell. When I go to his cell, when I get close to the cell, I ain't even gonna lie, I smelled la-la. But it wasn't like nobody was blowing the la-la smell. It was like the smell of the pack la. You know what I mean? Y'all know that smell. Dudes that been locked up, y'all know the difference between burning the la and then the pack la. You know what I mean? Like, it's a different smell. So I get to the door, I was like, bro, hey bro, his door was open. He was like, what's up? Come in. I come in the door. I was like, what's up? And he was like, hey, look, I need you to show me how to bag up them spoons again. Yeah, that's how his face looked. He was like, hey, look, I need you to show me how to bag up them spoons again. I'm like, why you smiling? What's going on? He was like, cuz I know you probably thought I wasn't gonna do nothing. Watch. Yeah, I'm gonna show you how to do this junk, Weezy, man. I'm like, bro, that's what's up, bro. You know what I mean? I was like, let me buy 5 of them junks. You gonna do something for me? He was like, of course, I got you. I'm like, that's what's up. Homeboy knock on the door. Yo, what y'all doing? I was like, yo, I said, hey, I'm gonna go. I said, man, bro, got it, bro. He was like, got what? I said, look at him. He looked over there. Dude was like, he had that dumb look on his face. He was like, man, what you trying to get? I was like, what I'm trying to get? Throw me something, bro. What you talking about? He was like, oh, no, you know what? I'm gonna look out. So he closed the door and put the cut up. So now we in the joint. Bro start looking around. Bro start pulling stuff out. So he pulled the joint out. You know what I mean? Bro pulled out about a zip. I ain't gonna lie, about a zipperooski. This before the La era too. Bro put out about a zipperooski. I see the joint. I'm like, oh yeah? He like, yeah. You know what I mean? So we sit in the joint. I mean, I help him bag up the spoons. Me and him argue half of the time because every time I make the spoon, he tell me I'm making it too big. I said, bro, listen, bro. I said, I know how to make spoons, bro. Trust me. Like, I know how to make spoons. Like, what you want me to do? Man, it's too big, Weezy, man. Come on, Weezy, man. Take some out of that. I'm like, bro, listen, you got a whole ounce right here, bro. You better calm down. He was like, yeah, I know. Man, I'm just trying to, you know what I mean? So I helped him bag up the junks. We bagged up the whole onion. You hear me? Bagged up the whole onion, man. The whole junk probably was like $600. You know what I mean? It was about like $600 worth of work because it's the mid. You're not making that you're not making that ZA money off the mid ounce. You know what I mean? So this junk probably was like $600, $500, $600, round that right there. But at the same time though, like, it's a decent amount of money. So like, you know, I didn't expect anything from him. You know, I'm trying to spend money from bro. You know what I mean? So he like, hey, look, this is what I'm saying, Weezy. So, like, who you think I should deal with in the pod? Who should I deal with and who I shouldn't deal with? Like, I want you to tell me, like, because for real, man, like, I ain't got time, Weezy, to be putting my hands on nobody. I'm like, yeah, facts. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna plug you with a couple of people and you'll be able to, you know what I mean? They probably introduce you to some more people. But once they find out your La is good, then that's when you'll do better. I was like, now we got to see if this junk good or not. So he was like, yeah, damn right. He was like, yeah, that's what we got to do. So we end up rolling up. So when we rolled up, start hitting the La, I'm like, John, all right, you know what I mean? I'm getting lit. So after we finished getting lit, we put the joint out. You know what I mean? So he was like, yeah, bro, let's tell me. I was like, bro, listen, all you got to do is this, bro. I said, man, make sure that they gonna do the Western Union. I said, write down your people's info. I said, write it a couple times on a different piece of paper. He said, yeah, I'm gonna give her sister name. I was like, you dealing with her sister? He was like, I mean, for the money, I ain't got nobody, Weezy, man, I can send it to. I'm like, all right. So he wrote down her information. He put it on 3 different pieces of papers. I said, hold it. I said, because you're gonna have to give it to people. You know what I mean? I said, when people come spend the money, I said, you're gonna have to give them to people to take care of the information. You know what I mean? So I said, just do that, bro. Get to the money, bro. I said, it's simple, bro. I said, just sit back and eat. I said, at the end of the day, if you feel like you trust somebody to be able to give it to them first before they get that money, I said, do that. I said, other than that, he was like, man, you know what I mean? Like, I felt like I was in hustling school right now, man. And I was the teacher, y'all. So boom. But I was giving bro the game, man, because just because you're somebody that know how to beat people up, man, don't mean you know how to grind. You know what I mean? Like, it's a major difference, man. Like this, I done been through people like him. Like, everybody is not made to be able to make a flip off things, man. Everybody's not made, man, to really be that hustler guy, man. Like, you know, it's just like, I think it was just in my blood to be who I am. You know what I mean? Even though I developed a lot of it in prison, you know what I mean? But at the same time, looking at how bro moving, man, like, you know, I'm hoping for the best. But at the end of the day, I already know, man, that he's not really the hustler guy like that, man. He's not. So I stayed out his way. Man. I caught my little 5 jumps and moved on. You know what I mean? So I say like 2 days went by, man. So like I lost track to see what bro was doing. I would see people call him to the door and I would see people do this and do that. But like, I never really seen, like, you know what I mean, him doing transactions and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So after like 2 days that went by, I just felt like I needed to check on him. You know what I mean? I needed to check on him. So I go to his door. When I go to his door, it was 2 red team members in there. You know what I mean? So, you know, like I told y'all, he used to be in the red team. He used to be in the red team, but he's not in the red team no more. But it was red team members in our pod. So when I see the 2 red team dudes in there, I ain't say nothing. I thought he was Dolo, so I just did like this and went on and looked in the jump. But when I looked, they was in there. You know what I mean? I didn't know if they was conducting business or what. But when I seen him, you know what I mean? I was like, he was like, oh, that's Weezy. Hey. All you smelled was the Lala just come out the joint. You know what I mean? When he came out the door. So they in there messing around with the Lala. So he stepped out. I'm like, what's up, man? You all right, man? What's good? I'm just checking on you, bro. Everything all right? He was like, yeah, everything good, man. He looked Chinese. He was like, yeah, everything good, Weezy, man. I said, bro, you smack, bro. He was like, yeah, I'm lit. I said, so what's up? How everything been going good? That dude I introduced you to, everybody been working, everybody playing their part. He was like, man, look, I ain't even never get a chance to holler at him. He called me to the door last night, and I ain't never even go back to the door, man. He was like, man, I've been getting lit, Weezy. I said, so how much you got left, bro? I said, cause if you need me to, I'll go make the play for you. Like, he was like, man, I might gotta catch him on the next play, man, cause I ain't got nothing but like $1.50 left. I said, you got $1.50 left? He was like, yeah, that's all I got is $1.50 left. I said, bro, listen, bro. So you didn't even make no money? He was like, I'm gonna sell the rest I got for the $1.50. I said, then you ain't even gonna have no more Lala to mess with or nothing. He was like, I'm gonna get some more Lala. Man. I was like, bro, you gotta tighten up, man. He was like, man, Weezy, look, man, I'm having fun, Weezy, man. I've been on Sussers 1, man, 5 years, Weezy, man. He said, man, look, man, I'm getting poo-poo. I'm messing with the Lala, Weezy. What you mean, Weezy? I'm on top of the world.
Get your money, don't care who judge. Stay out the way, surround yourself with nothing but love. Stay out the way if you a gangster, killer or thug. Stay out the way, put your faith in the man above. Stay out the way, chill with your family, siblings and blood. Stay out the way, kick it with your girl, forget hit in the club. Stay out the way, mind on your money, ain't no switching it up. Stay out the way, stand out the way, what you thought that it was. Stay out the way. If you stuck down on your luck, not feeling righteous, did a petty crime, just looking for some excitement. Now your name on affidavits and court indictments, get paid for a lot, but your freedom is priceless. You did the crime, you do the time, don't let it surprise you. Real stories from the heart, just to open your eyes up.